Hello, this is Adore from BricksMaven, and this is part 36 of developing a one-page wellness spa website in Bricks. In the previous video, we built the first pricing pattern, and in this video, we're going to build the second and the third one. There's nothing much to say. You guys already know what we're going to be doing. If you're just starting or watching, if this is your first video you're watching, what we're going to be doing here is actually build this pricing section. We're going to take one of these list items and turn it into a component, and then we'll create two variants, which will be a dark version, and we'll also build a light version. So that's what you can expect from this video. We'll also be building this a booking component. And yeah, that's it. That's what we're actually going to be doing. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to open up a new template. I'm going to call pattern. And this is pricing 2. And this is section. The template tag is a pattern, and it belongs to the pricing template bundle. Publishing it, and we open it up in Bricks. Now I'm going to drag in the pattern. I need to search for it, obviously. And it keeps on doing this, that it doesn't show me the right thumbnails. Really hate when it does that. Let me oh, is it coming through now? Some are showing. Let me refresh, because it's very annoying when it does that. Okay, what do we have here? We need this one. So that's pricing 11. So I'm going to just bring that in, eject. And let me see here, clear transparent price. I'm going to copy this for now. I'm going to take this title, paste it here, take in the subheading, paste it here. This is bold. I'm going to bold in this. Oh, come on. Why does it? This is a very tricky, it's so annoying. I can't select. Oh man. Once I select it, it doesn't show. Man, so annoying. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Okay, I'm gonna delete this, save. Basically what we need here is just one card. I'm going to copy that and open up a what's it called? A new template, a component. Why is it doing that? Wait. You know what? Let me just copy the card, save, and let's just go to add a new component. This is pricing card 2, section component, and this belongs to a card bundle. Publish. We're going to open it up, and I'm going to paste to the, well, I'll call it a card. I'm going to paste it here, and we need to make some changes because the way this is set up, it doesn't fit the design, because I made some tweaks to the design. As you can see, we have a line that sits between the service title and the pricing. And if you look at the structure, you can see that this is in the same element, and the pricing sits alone in a different element. So what we need to do here is actually we need to bring the heading and the pricing together. So I'm going to create a new block, and I'm going to drag this here so that it sits together. And this will be called, I'll just call it content. And then I'm going to give it a class. So it's going to get a class of content. Oh wait, this is totally wrong. So it gets a class of content, and we are going to add another block inside. Should be a block, and this block is going to be the line. So this is going to be okay, most people call it a divider. I'll just call it a divider. That's the way I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to set this to, okay, it's flex, no wrap, row. And let me see if I forgot anything else. Okay, we need some spacing, so content gap. This is the whole menu, the card itself. This should be, I have to take this away. This should be set to flex. Okay. Yep. Okay, I think this is all good. Okay, so now we need to make some tweaks. As for the title, this should be changed to flex, and the shrink should be set to 0 so that it displays the whole title and doesn't wrap. And I'm going to set that this divider. Oh, I still need to give this a class, obviously. So this is going to be divider. I'm going to set this to, I think this is already set to 100%. So as for the pricing wrapper, I set this to auto. And I think we need to add a text here. So, like that. I call this currency well. I'm just going to add from here. Oh. This should be set to, also flex shrink should be set to 0. Yeah, like that. Let me see the from, okay. This should be much smaller. Okay, so I didn't give it any styling, so I can just do that on the main. Oh, here I did. So this should be text. No, text M. Text M is good. Okay, you can see our divider is already filling the whole space, as you can see. And if we add more text, you see it becomes smaller, so it's perfect. So now we just need to add the height, the colors, etc. So as for the height should be 1 pixel. The width, it is what it is. And the background color should be set to secondary, if I'm correct. Secondary, yes. And I'm going to set the let's align items to center. So if I open this up in the browser, you see, this is what we want. So this is actually what we're trying to build. I'm then going to remove some styling here, so the border can go. And okay, we have some spacing here. Should I keep that or should I remove it? Let me see. Let's remove it for now. I think I will, if I need to make any other change, I will add it. I'm now wondering why I added this margin here, because it's a list, so why would I do that? Oh, it was set to block. Did I use a column? I think that's why I used the column. Okay, because of the column. Okay, so we're going to keep that in, and I most likely want to have this spacing. No, I'll check it. I'll check if I need it later. Let me save for now. I'm going to turn this into a component. So this is going to be, by the way, from the this should sit more closely to one another. It's just too much space. Yeah, something like that. Okay, I'm going to turn this into a component. Great. Okay. I'm not even thinking it maybe would have been wise to just have this on one line instead of two. But I'm going to keep it separated for in case you want to change the text from. I don't know, you might want to put something else there. I'm just going to build it this way. So I'm going to just start adding the props. So this will be the service title. Service title. I just said connected. Okay, we don't need to change the line. This will be the service description. Service description. And then we'll have our, this is supposed to be, I'll just say this is price prefix. Price prefix. And then we'll have the pricing itself. Whoops. And this is the pricing for better price. Okay, connect. And I think we have everything connected. So now all that is left for me to do is to actually create a variant. So this base, and this will be the light version. This is basically the dark version. So in a light version, we actually just want to give the whole thing a white note on the ID, a white color. See the heading didn't change, so I need to change the heading here. So this should be heading white. Perfect. And the divider should also change. The background should be white. Okay, so we're basically done. Let me check in the front if it switches. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so now I have the two versions. This is actually what we wanted to have. I can now basically set this up, but we'll say one more thing, because once I've created this card now, but the issue that I will be having or running into is the list item. I might have to create a different list item where this actually is inline, or I might not have to do it because I already have a list item. So I might use it for this one, and I will use the honored list element that's already created on this pattern, because that one has a column count. So I'm going to use that. Okay, so we're done here. You can close this up. Save. And let me just finish this up. I'm going to just bring the component in. I'm going to bring it up and just delete these and just duplicate, and duplicate. Okay, so we have 4 of them. I'm going to save. I think I forgot to the text is a little bit too large, so I need to bring that down. Maybe H4. Okay, that's much better. And there's one more thing I might need to change, and that is the spacing to 6. Let me see how that looks on the front. Okay, so this looks good. And I need to, okay, so the intersection needs to be centered, and I need to make the container width is too large, so I need to change that. So let's get out of here and go to container, and we're going to make this container smaller. I think a width L or XL. Okay, XL is good. Center this. Okay, so it has all this stuff. Okay, so I need to do some CSS magic here. So this is intro. I'm just gonna hijack that intro class. I'm gonna say root, whoops, root, intro. Okay, I don't think this is going to overwrite it. No, I might as well just create a new class. Could do it that way, but I'm just going to use this and change it. So this is going to be the intro, and then I'm going to set this to center. And let me see how this looks here. Okay, so I'm going to also set the typography to center, because that was weird. What is set here? Why is this happening? Okay, so I'm gonna have to add some CSS. Let me see. Intro heading, and then text line center. See, okay, and then this one is also not centering. Wow. Okay, then I'm going to do this for both of them. I'll do it for the two of them. I'm going to copy this and set this to intro. Is that, what is the name? Subheading. Okay, so for the subheading also, everything has to be centered. Okay, here we go. Okay, look good. Now let me check it out on the front. Okay, so this has to change because there's no, it has to stack earlier. So let's see, where is the column count is 2, column count is 1. I'm going to remove this here. I'm going to have to create a media query. So media query, and this is going to be max width 767 pixels, and it should be 1. So once it hits here, it should stack, so we don't have that squishing issue. It should stack earlier. Bam, here we go. Okay, so this is how this will look like. And I'm going to also, to finish up, I'm going to add another block, and that would be the button. So I'm going to add this here. This is going to be the footer, and I'm going to give this a class. Footer, and this should be centered, and this button should be large, right? And it should say view full pricing. Okay, and the color should be secondary. Okay, so we basically have our design. Yeah, why did I make this secondary? What? Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. Let me go back and change the divider. It has to be primary. I don't know why I had secondary in my mind. So now it's good. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're basically, this one is done. So now we can move on to the next one. I'm going to keep this one open. I might need some stuff from here. Let's go back to our Figma design. So we're done with this well within 20 minutes. And now we can move on to this one. I think I'll do first. I don't have any pattern for this, so I'm basically just going to copy stuff, paste it here, and yeah, that's how I'm literally going to build this. So yeah, just watch me build this one. So I come back here again and I say pattern pricing. This is 3. no, section. This is a pattern, and this belongs to pricing. It's actually pricing and booking combined, but this also works. Okay, we're just gonna create our own section because, like, as you know, we don't have any pattern prepared. So this is pricing. I'm gonna add a class pricing 3, and also for the container. Container. Okay, so that's there. So the next thing we need to do is actually now create our block. So we have 2 blocks. We have the pricing block and we have our book block. So the book block, I'll have to create the component. Like I said, I've not created it yet, so I still need to do that. This should be grid gap, 2 columns, and I'm going to bring in some information. So I need the intro. I'm going to copy this, bring it here. But I'm going to remove this so that it goes back to its default, because it's left aligned, as you can see. And I'm going to add a new class. Let's copy this. It should be intro, because this has to then control the colors, because I know that this one is not going to change. I already knew that. So I'm going to just style it from here. Intro heading is color heading white. Okay, so that's white. Let me just go here and change the background color so that we can see our text. So this is the correct color. Let me see the spacing, because it's content gap. Okay, I think it should be divided by 2. So calc divided by 2, a little bit closer. Should actually do this for this one also. Okay. And now we're going to add I think I need a container gap. Oh, I didn't even style pricing. Wow. Whoops. I need that class again. I'm actually going to style this. This is just pricing. Okay. This one is book. So I already have these set. And this one is set to container gap. And now I'm going to add my UL list from my component, right? So I have this, and I'm going to drop in the cards. Let's see how this will work. See, so I'm going to duplicate it 4 times. And this is supposed to be in line because of the space. It's stacking, but this is the stacked version, so it has to be set to stacked. And I'm basically going to wait. I have to delete these because I need to change the variant here to light. There we go. And I'm going to just duplicate. I wonder about the spacing, because we kept the spacing. We kept that margin. So I think on the light version, I can remove it. Right? Because we have a spacing here. I can remove this because this container, this order list container is set to flex, while the other one, this one, the price list is set to block because I'm using the column count. So I think this is a better way to go. Let me see if it's okay. We're missing the button. So I could basically come here. I could actually steal and copy this and just drop it here. And now what I'm just going to do is create a new styling. Oh, and move the footer. So this will also be footer. And what I'm going to do here is it left align? Yes, left align. Okay, so this can basically be light and it's basically done. Let us check the front. Yeah, there we go. The spacing seems a bit more. So I could add some more spacing. Let's see, just a little bit more. But I'm not going to change it on the UL list because my other list cards are using it. So I need to do it this way. So this is going to be like space, just some extra spacing. Let me save it, check. Okay, this is much better. Okay, so now we have our left side is done. I presume that once it hits here, it can already stack here because I don't want it to get too squishy. So on this breakpoint, it's going to be stacked already. And that means that the rest will just work as it should. So I've taken care of responsiveness. So now I'm going to, first of all, okay, I'll keep this on. You know what? I'm going to open it here. Take this out because I don't need anything from here. And now what we need to do is we need to build this thing. So let's go to edit template, create a new one, component, and this is going to be this is book booking. I'll just call this booking 1 and set this to section, component. And this, well, this is actually a card, right? So I'm also going to add this to the card. Save and let's start building. Okay, so what do we have in Figma? It's pretty straightforward. This should not be that hard to build. So yeah, well, let's jump right in. I'm going to add a block. This is going to be the book 1 block. Or book card 1, and the book card 1 has 2 blocks, or basically it has a block and it has a div, and the div will contain the contain the flower, which is SVG. So I'm going to just set that there, and this is a what should I call this? I'll just call it an icon or shape wrapper would be the same. And this should be, just call it flower. I don't think I extracted this, although it's the same flower used here on top. So I can use that one. I think I'll just use that one. I hope I can change the color. If not, I need to extract it, but I should, since it's SVG, I should be able to change the color. I'm gonna just copy this for now and start adding. This will just be content, and I need a heading, and I need text, and I need a button. The button has to be stretched, so we'll do that. Okay, I'm gonna copy this, just bring it here, set the HTML tag to paragraph. Let's bring in our flower. Oh, look at that. I don't think this is a smaller one. Wait. Where testimonial flower small? I think this is a smaller flower. So if I go to hero, where is this? Is the hero? Where is this one? Hero light. You know, let's try it. Let's see how it looks. Oh, I don't remember uploading this, but I'm glad it's here. Okay, so let's see. This is 128. So we're going to set the width and the height to 128. I've noticed that if you don't set the width and height on SVG on Safari, your images will not even show. So it needs an explicit height. So you need to make sure that you add that. So let me add some styling here. So this is book card 1. And I'll do the rest, content. And we just go down list, heading. And this is just text. Skip the button. Shape wrapper. Flower. Okay. That's basically all we need. As for the shape wrapper, this is set to a flex, and we're going to switch the order to top. And for the book card, we're going to add some spacing around. That will be space XL. I think that's a good, should have some good spacing around. Let's see, maybe even be more, maybe 2XL, 2XL. Let's see if I'm missing anything. I need to give it a specific height, so I think it should actually have the same height. No, I don't want it to have the height. I don't want the height to be determined by the pricing elements next to it. So I need to give it its own height so that it keeps the structure. So what I don't want is if there are less content here, that this becomes let's say that both content touch each other, right? I want there to be some kind of spacing here. And we have, this one is 670. So I think this is width L. So this is width L. And it's quite, wait, it's a little bit too high. Yeah, I think this is better. And I'm going to set this to no wrap, space between. You obviously need to make this way larger. I think even H1, I think. Perfect. And this should be text L. Text L. And all this stuff should be strong. And obviously we need to give it some gap. It's okay. And this should stretch. Yes, and it should be book your appointment. Book your appointment. Book your appointment. Okay, the default, this should be large. And see if I missed anything. Okay, this should change to a dark secondary color. 7 or something. And this should be the secondary color, the button. What else? And I would like to think that we're done. I want to turn this into a component. I can always make changes later. So this is a component now, and if you want to, yeah, let's just finish it. I'm going to just add the props. I was just thinking to skip it since I might not change the text here, but you never know. So it's always good to do it. So this is the booking heading. I'm still feeling a little bit sick, so let's see, strong. This is the booking. Just call it subheading. Create, connect. Have I connected this to? Yes. And obviously the call to action text we want to change. So this is the booking CTA text or label. You want to change that too. And we want to also be able to add the booking a link. That is very important. I want to leave it the way it is, so everything works. And we might also want to change the flower. I'm going to remove this here and set it on the class. So this is the select this the swap swap shape. No groups, no options. To select the dwell value, you have to first connect this property with the select control. Well, if I set to create, what does it do? Let's see. Okay, cool. So it does it, but this is what I don't like. This is what I never understand. It does this, then it doesn't give me the other options. Man. Yeah. Don't like it. I just don't like when it does that. You know what? We're not going to add any. We cannot swap this. This should just stay the way it is. I'm going to remove the swap shape. Then I actually better understand how that stuff works. I do need to play with it. I keep on running into the same issue. I'm going to play with it to find out how it actually works. And yeah, I hope that goes a little bit smoother in the future. Okay, but now for now, our card is done. Did we forget anything? Okay, there's no background, so we need to add that. Let's add the background to it, save, and I think it's done now. All this stuff can be changed, switched out, link can be set, we can change the button, our subheading and heading. Okay, let us go back to our design, and in the booking field here, I'm going to just drop our component. There you have it. Okay, did I not add any spacing on beneath? What's going on? Okay, it's there. So, oh, it's the height. Okay, see. What if I set this to main height? Okay, so if it becomes larger, but it has to be longer. You know, I could obviously give it the height 670. I could give it that height. That's the same. Let me see how this looks on the front. No, it's just way too high. You know, just set it to 620 pixels, right? Same as our design. It still seems a little bit. So wait, if this is 620, and I think I need to make some changes to my pricing, because this is much shorter, and here it's like, oh no, because of, wait, I need to check it on the front. Okay. I don't know where there is more spacing, but it might be here. The same actually. It's quite a little spacing between this. This has less spacing. So I might want to dial this in a little bit. So the container gap is maybe too much. So I'm going to bring it down to, I'm going to divide it by 1.2, 1.4, maybe 1.5. Let's see. Okay, so this looks a little bit like, I'm gonna make this a little bit longer, taller, higher. Let's say 680. Okay, that's good. Okay, so this is good. This is a good split, right? And now, if you go here, like I said, it already stacks, and this part is just, yeah, this just works very well. I might have to make this a little bit shorter, so let's say 480, no, 540, 540, 540. Okay, this looks good. Okay, let me just play with it on the front. Oh, well, that looks good. Came out pretty nice. Okay, so now let me see if we got everything. Oh wait. The background is way darker. I don't know what's wrong with me. Why am I seeing things seeing things way later than I'm supposed to. So let me change the background. It's darker. I think this, yeah, something like that. Save. Yeah. I'm going to add, by the way, is this even what? Is this, okay, it's secondary. It's actually secondary ultralight. And I need to add more spacing on the section. So like this, and I need to change the color here. I think this is the last tweak that I'm doing. This is on the card. Where did I not change on the menu? Yeah, here. So this is actually secondary light. I should do a 9, something like this. Yeah, and I think I should do the same for the heading. Yeah. Okay. Also the divider. No. Okay. I think we got everything. Perfect. Okay. Guys, we're done. We created a component here and we created 2 variants. We finished this pattern and we created this new pattern and used the variant of the previous pricing card here. And we created this new component, which is a booking. Well, we call it booking. It's not really a widget, but it's a component. You can change the heading, change the subheading, change the link, text or label, change the link itself. And as for the pricing card here, you can change the service, you can change the pricing, and you can change the description. That was it. I hope you guys like this. Please like, comment, and share, and also subscribe too. Make sure you hit that notification bell too, so that you can be notified when there's a new video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you. Not yet. Before I see you in the next video, let us go over what we're going to be building next time. We finally come to the booking section. So we're going to be building this beauty. I really like how it turned out. So we're going to be building this one. And we're going to be building this one, which has also a nice blur effect beneath. And we're going to just be dropping our newly created component. So you're just going to be busy with the background and the blur. So this is also a quick one. And we're going to end up building this one, as you can see. So this one seems as if we could also knock it out in one page, or it might be also 2 videos, because I'm going to be able to build this. I think this one is simple to do. Okay, you know what? We might build all 3 of them because they're pretty straightforward. So with that being said, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.